Vaughn and Amy with Just Farrell, and we are here with the Fall Foliage president, treasurer, and board member.
Public relations.
Yes.
I was going to say, she's one of your PR people. Yeah.
So,
personality to match.
There you go.
we're going to talk about all things Fall Foliage and get you guys up to date on what's going, what's happening.
Schedules, it's changed.
Yes. So we'll be blasting this so no one will have any excuse not to know what
All right,
is
any
happening.
questions? You know what's happening when.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To start us off with, we all know you, but just for those that don't, you want to just say who you are and what your relationship to the Fall Foliage Board is.
I'm Ron Bowling. I'm the president this year of the board. I've been on for 4 years.
I think it's our 5th year.
This is our fifth year.
Yeah.
Fifth year.
It's like,
So-
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And I'm also the parade chair, although this young lady right here does all the work.
Yeah, I think she's taken on double this year.
Yeah, she does. So
She's
Well,
making you look good.
Yeah,
She
you know, I
always
tell him
makes
though,
me
I
look
don't
good.
mind doing all the advanced work, but come parade day, when there's
Yes,
issues,
you're
and
MIA.
people screaming, I was like, Rod's parade chair.
Yeah.
go see Ron.
Ron's in charge. I don't know.
Ron's in
I don't know
charge.
anything.
It's
Ron's
not
in
right.
charge.
Go see Ron.
Okay, so you.
I'm Lisa Bowling. I am the treasurer of the board, and I'm co-chair, if that makes him happier, of the parade.
Co-chair of his life.
Yes,
My life,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah. And then, you know, really we all help with as many events as we can.
Yeah.
You know, it's a pretty large festival to pull off with a few people.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, while we have certain events that we are, quote, responsible for, right? And we try to really be a good team and just help where it's needed. And there's a lot of events.
Yes.
And so it's
Didn't realize
exciting.
how many.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, a couple that you actually
Yeah.
helped with, the pageant's already occurred.
Yeah.
And so
First bingo's already passed.
First bingo
Have the
is
bed
passed.
races of those?
No,
go?
those are
that's
during the
next
festival.
Saturday.
Those are during the
Yes.
festival. Okay, everybody grab your team.
Just want to know, I didn't win a purse.
Y'all need.
I didn't want to
y'all
proceed
need to
like
get
a
your
daughter.
teams together for the.
Well, no,
races.
because we'll be running and she'll be sitting on the bed with her pageant wig. Just saying, she will.
She's like, what's wrong with that?
With her tiara, she'll be like, run
Hey,
faster,
I
run
was on that
faster.
last year. That
She
was.
was.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. I know.
Bree got to pitch hit, and we're like,
Yeah.
Bree, they can't win if you're on the bed.
I was like, have you seen my team?
She's
They're
like,
not
they're
gonna
not
win
going to
anyway.
win.
It's like,
Just
have
here
you
for
seen
the
us?
fun.
We're not
Yeah,
winning anyway.
It's a fundraiser. Come on.
But you know, it's funny. He says that he's been on the board 5 years, which is true,
Yeah.
right? In fact, they had to change the bylaws to let Ron and I both join because the bylaws stated that you could not have spouses serve together on the board.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
so-
that.
Wow.
And so the board that was in place at that time, when they approached us, like, you know, aren't you ever going to be willing to serve on the Fall Foliage Festival board, you know? And we're like, well, they can't.
Can't.
Right.
And so, you know, so if people still thinks that's in existence, please don't hesitate to step forward if you would like to serve together as a couple.
So do
We're
it
always-
as a team. You guys can
Right.
both. What do you do on Saturday
Right.
evening? You do
Right.
fall foliage together.
Right.
We're the team.
Yeah.
We're the
There you
team.
go.
It would be us.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we can get into that about board and memberships and all that, but just put that out there that, you know, bylaws were changed a
Yeah,
number of
okay.
years ago that allows now. And so, you know, it's a nice thing to do together, really.
Yeah.
And it's serving the community.
Mm-hmm.
And we laugh and say, Mr. Fall Foliage over here, because I think you could probably take almost everything else away from Morgan County, but don't touch the Fall Foliage Festival.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not from Morgan County. I kind of like
Well, I'm not
buried
either, so
into
I'm
I'm
not
it.
either.
I did
yeah.
too.
So that was one of the first things we did is his grandparents had a house, so we would watch the parade.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
we're going in town. And I was like, for what? He was like, we're going to my grandma's house. We're gonna cook out and have a
Watch the
kitchen,
parade.
and we're gonna watch the parade. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Why?
why? I did. I was like, why?
Right.
Like, what kind of parade? And I'm like, what? And but that was like the first year we were together. And now it's, I mean,
Yeah.
It's
16
tradition.
years
That's
later. So now I'm
tradition.
like,
Well, I had small children, so I knew
yeah.
what
Oh,
the
yeah.
what the fall foliage
You don't have
was
to take them
because-
trick or treating if you bring them to
Yeah.
the fall
Right.
foliage.
I
You
know.
don't.
You don't because
Definitely
they,
not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a little, well, we have 9 grandchildren, but our youngest, Kinley, the first year she was also got to come, it was so funny because here she's this little thing, right? And our daughter said, "Woohoo! I don't have to take her trick or treating."
Yeah. Well, I've seen being on the route and watching. There was that one little girl one year. I remember she was sitting there and she'd go out and she'd pick up. You know, they were throwing candy. She'd pick up. She'd go, no. She'd go off to the side. It was like it wasn't good enough for her
That's
until,
funny.
and then she'd be like stuff it in her pocket, and
Yeah.
then she'd go back and grab. You know, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is free candy chip. Let's just grab what you can. You
Yeah,
know?
well, you know, it's so funny since we're kind of talking about the parade and the candy and all that. One thing that we would like to stress, and I know Bree has done a really good
Yeah.
job for us with stressing sometimes when we talk about the parade. A couple years ago, I mean, this has happened a lot over the years, but 2 years ago, Kevin Coriel and the Porch Time crew started broadcasting the parade live so that we could have a live video feed. Of course, WCBK does the radio.
Yeah.
And so we had an opportunity to go back and watch because when you're working it,
You
you
don't
don't
see
get
it.
to
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean,
You know,
I
it
see
goes,
it
oh,
from
did
the
you see it? That
parking
was
lot.
neat. That was neat. And we're like, no, we saw it go by in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And so we really appreciate, for many reasons, that he does that, but it gives us an opportunity to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
We
Well,
saw
and fix things or say, oh, we did that really well.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and here's what became painfully obvious. We had 3 to 4 near misses of children getting hit.
Yeah.
Running out.
Who's, you know, whoever was in charge of them that day,
Yeah.
were letting them run out in the street to grab the candy that did not come all the way to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And we had one where you could hear, I think it was Corey Baker, gasp.
Yeah.
It was so close.
I remember that.
And I heard them say we almost needed an ambulance.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we just asked people,
Keep your kids.
watch over them.
Back,
yeah.
There is plenty of
Hold
candy
them
that's
back,
going to
yeah.
get thrown.
Yeah.
Right.
Plenty. And lots of times what you'll see is some adults that are walking in the parade will kind of see it,
Yeah.
they'll kind of move it over anyway so
Yeah.
the little ones can have it. But we just really ask people, it's not worth that.
No.
Well,
It's not worth it.
It's really not. And when Spencer Skaggs was, sorry, Tootie,
Well, I know
Spencer.
this story.
When
Tell
Spencer
it, yeah.
Skaggs was a junior or senior in
Yeah.
school, and he was walking with Shana
Yeah.
Cole,
Yeah.
and he was walking, and he actually turned. The float ran over his foot and broke his foot.
Yeah, I've heard this.
And he was actually in the parade. He's a teenager. He's a teenager, so he's not like
Yeah.
in his right mind, but he's old enough to know.
He's the one to watch
He
out.
wasn't
Yes.
a 4-year-old.
But
No,
yeah,
it
but
wasn't.
still,
But he
you know.
still got ran over and broke
Yeah.
his foot. So
Yeah.
that's how easily
Yeah.
it can happen.
Yeah.
It happens in a second.
Yeah.
It happens in a second. And listen, some of those, while it's obviously a very, what is this, is like 2 miles an hour, we're like, can cars really go that slow?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's a
pretty
very,
slow.
you know,
It's
it's
a
a
very slow
mandatory
pace, yes.
slow
Yeah.
pace. However, horses,
Yeah. It can still happen.
Yeah.
you know,
Things can
we've
still
got
happen.
larger and larger vehicles every
Yeah.
year during this parade.
Yeah.
And
And with the
again,
trailers,
driving
it's
out at the
heavy.
last minute
Yeah.
as they're coming.
Right.
Fire trucks and the dump trucks and the,
yeah.
I mean,
Regardless,
they can't stop on a dime.
and it's not a matter, it would never be a matter of whose fault was it. I probably
Oh,
would
yeah.
never be able to survive that one.
Right.
No.
It would.
If
Yeah.
a child
It
got
would
hurt in
be.
that parade, that would
No.
just be
Yeah.
so devastating. So we're just asking everybody. They're going to get plenty of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
an eye
just
out.
pay attention.
Please don't let them run out.
Please keep your children,
safe
yes,
distance.
back,
Yes.
and and have them yell and say, "Throw it at me!" I guarantee
Yeah.
there's
Oh
somebody
yeah.
that'll throw
Oh
something.
yeah.
But real quick before we go any further,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
No,
You
I'm
just
sorry.
go right
We're
good
good.
again.
Edit all that out.
We'll reel you back in.
No, I'm Bree Towle, and yeah, I am basically just the PR person this year. But I've
just.
done,
Just
I've
just.
done PR for the last several years, and then I've helped with. I've been in charge of customer appreciation, and I've been secretary and things like that. So I've held a lot of hats over the past few years.
You don't look old enough to have that many years invested.
We all joined the board the same year. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We're just a whole lot older than her.
Well, maybe it's because I'm thinking of me too. Yeah. I
She's
probably.
our,
We
she's
probably
our-
have socks older than
our
you.
bright,
She's our sunshine.
shining star and our
She is. She's
sunshine.
our
She
sunshine.
is.
She brings her bubbly
She's always
personality.
positive.
Good. Well, you're super cute.
Oh well, thank you.
Here's a pretty smile.
She does.
I know.
It's
It's
just
kind of
as
contagious.
PR. Come on, that involves she has to go on, WCBK every
Oh, yeah.
Friday morning. She does as many of the.
I just finished my last spot this morning. I'm sleeping in next Friday.
She does on
There you go.
Facebook and so yeah.
Okay, so when this airs, this will come out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday morning, so people will know.
Yeah.
So from Tuesday on through what? The last day is
Sunday.
Sunday.
so the 13th or the
12th.
12th. The 12th is the
Right.
last day.
Right.
From Tuesday afternoon until the 12th. Somebody walk us through, or all of you walk us through. What does that look like?
Well, first of all, Tuesday is a calm day.
Yeah.
Now, Tuesday is
Calm
usually
before the tournament.
more
Now you
Sunday.
said that.
Oh, I know.
can't believe you
Put
said
it in the
that.
atmosphere.
Well,
Put it in
but
the
then
atmosphere.
here's the thing: when we're on the square, Tuesday evenings are not calm
Yeah.
because people ignore the
We
street
have to-
No
closure
parking
things.
signs.
We have
And
to
we
Yeah.
literally
help
have
the
to
city
go
close
up
the
into
streets.
apartments. We have to go this.
I
and
remember
try
seeing all
telling
this on
people they need to
Facebook
come
and
move
people
their car
complaining.
and they don't want so.
I have a business down there, so I know.
Yeah, I know. It's once a year, Vaughn.
Once
Look, I am parked all the way.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
It's not much better now. is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so, but then Wednesday starts.
Yeah.
Well, Tuesday, we actually will meet with the, Lisa and I will meet with the Kiwanis.
Oh, well, that's true.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're the group that.
And they're doing the pancake breakfast, which is what date?
Well, they're doing it
They're
Sunday
doing
morning.
that
It's
Sunday
car
morning
show.
at the car show.
Once
Yeah.
this,
You're
by the
getting
time
ahead of
that this airs, the car show will be over.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is something different this year.
Yes, the car shows
Um,
move.
We moved it the weekend before the festival starts. It's going to be at the fairgrounds. So
Okay.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah,
already, it's
it
already,
just-
been
it's
over.
already
It's already
been
been at
over,
the fairgrounds.
It just
But-
takes so much manpower
Three-
that it makes more sense to
Yeah.
do it
Gotcha.
ahead of time.
So they are going to have the pancake breakfast there, and they'll have lunch there as well.
So
Yes.
hopefully everybody went and had a good time and
Yeah.
had pancakes.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all had a wonderful
Yeah, hopefully
weekend.
everybody had
Yeah.
But
Fill
Lisa
up
and
on
I will
pancakes.
meet with the Kiwanis. We have these little kit boxes
Yeah.
that we give to the Kiwanis because they do all the marshaling for
Oh,
us at the parade. So
Yeah.
they'll break up into groups and
Uh-huh.
they know which divisions. They'll be at the high school, they'll be at Bell,
Yeah.
And
Um,
the fairgrounds.
and the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They line
So-
everybody up and
So
send them all
let me
through.
tell you, they are invaluable to us.
Oh yeah.
They're invaluable to us because it really takes a lot of the board members just to do other jobs on parade day
Yeah.
at all these areas. And the Kiwanis, they've done it so long, they actually can kind of sometimes put us in our place if we're stuck. And so we're, yes sir, yes ma'am. But we put together by division, there's 4 divisions in the parade. And so we put by division kit boxes together, so it has copies of the lineup, it has the spray
Gotcha.
chalk, they mark, they
Everything they
literally,
need. They're-
so this year there's about 120 entries in the parade.
Yeah.
Oh,
This year's-
wow.
They
This
literally
year's
have
gonna
to
be-
go huge.
Yeah, I'll probably get called to the mayor's office.
Mayor's office?
For how long the
after.
parade takes.
I hope not.
Yeah.
So
Just stick him in the middle, he'll never know.
No, he's
Sorry,
good.
put him on a
He's
float.
good.
Well, actually, you know what? Mayor Kenny, last year I nearly had heart failure, but he didn't die or anything. He now has decided that he wants to ride up on top of the
Yes,
fire truck.
fire truck.
Mhm.
and they got a call, I guess.
And they got halfway, 3/4 way through the parade. Of course, the Martinsville fire truck goes in the first division because it's the largest.
Right, yeah.
Right. Well, I guess they were about 3/4 way through the parade and they got a call. And so
Yeah.
they got to hurry up and get him down off the
And get out of line and take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there was an EMT vehicle behind the truck, so he just kind of got on there. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean, in the city,
They're so great.
they are
really
so
are.
gracious
Yeah.
to us and
Yeah.
so helpful.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, the Kiwanis,
very appreciative.
they actually are the ones who do all the markings of every spot. Think about 120 spots.
Yeah.
have to be
Right.
marked and all this.
Oh,
and
gosh.
so, yeah. And then they help with traffic control
Mhm.
on parade day, coming in and out of the high school and
Yeah.
Bell
It's
and
pretty,
Smith. It gets a little hectic.
Intense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and so, yes, go ahead. So we do meet with them to go over everything, and that happens to be
Well,
the
and with new
Tuesday.
people too, not
Yeah.
knowing where to go or how to go
Right.
or
So-
or late
Tues-
people.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Kiwanis.
Yeah.
Wednesday, all of us take off work,
Yeah.
and that's setup day.
Gotcha.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
fairgrounds.
Yeah,
And
so if you want to see what the festival is all about, show up at 9 a.m. and help us work, and then you'll
Yeah.
know when you want to be on the board.
Yeah.
next
See
year.
what it
You're gonna be on
takes
the board
to
when it's
make
about.
it-
Yeah, when you want to be on the board, then
Yeah,
you know.
You'll
exactly.
see what it takes to make this
Yeah.
all look like it's
I
seamless.
mean,
Yeah.
if you stop and think about all that we put on,
The working parts.
there is only,
Yeah.
this year,
About 14 of us.
Yeah.
there's 14 of us. Last year we had
9 or 10
nine,
by the
yeah.
9, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We were,
Oh, wow.
But you can see from some of
Skeleton
the
crew.
photos there
Yeah,
that we've
yeah.
had
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had
20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
20 and
so
30 people, yeah.
we're always
We
looking for new
welcome it.
members
We welcome it. Right.
Nice.
because it is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do have a good time doing it. And then with setup day, I will also say this. We do get help from the county
Yes.
on setup day. There's a group of
Nice.
individuals that
Yeah.
are allowed to come and help us.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yep.
And
That's
honestly, they're a blessing, and they're instrumental in helping us not be
Mhm.
there until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, so we're
And one
appreciative
thing,
of
you know,
them.
we know there's a lot of emotions both ways about it being at the fairgrounds versus down here on the square.
Yeah.
Just to be full disclosure to you,
Mhm.
for the members of the board, it actually physically is
Makes
a
it
little
easier.
easier on us because all of everything for the festival
Festival.
is stored in a barn
Yes.
at the
Ah.
our,
Okay.
our
So
barn
usually
is
on-
at the
It's actually
Usually
right
on-
on site
yeah.
for us this year.
Usually on setup day, we start, everything has to be brought downtown.
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta bring
And so,
trailers
you know,
and
it's a
haul it
little
down.
easier, but,
Yeah.
and you know, listen, for people that are worried, it's gonna be phenomenal.
Oh,
It
yeah,
really
for
is.
sure.
It's gonna be great. There's some extra things going on with the carnival. There's some extra things going on with us, and so we're trying to just really,
Well, and I feel like this year we won't get as much pushback or anything either because
Right.
I mean we just had it down there 4 years ago. So I mean it's not that, or well I guess 5 years ago. Anyway,
when
but
69 was going in.
yeah, in 2021, you know, right after we had to cancel in 2020 because
Right.
of everything,
COVID.
because of COVID, you know. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be as many. I mean, there's still going to be people complaining. There always is, but
It doesn't matter what you do.
It doesn't matter what
Downtown
you do.
people
Yeah.
are complaining. That's just
Well, and the one thing that
yeah.
we do appreciate though is, you know, and you know, sidebar on social media,
Yeah.
we really are very open.
Yeah.
to having questions asked of us or
Mhm.
comments made to us.
just
we
be
really
kind.
would. No,
Yes,
well,
yeah,
no,
please.
If you don't mind.
It's
Yeah.
not even. It's
The
not even,
accusations aren't fun,
Well,
but the
yeah.
questions are fine.
It's not even. It's not even that.
Yeah.
Lots of times, what happens? Somebody runs with a rumor that's nowhere near right.
Yeah.
I mean, was it 2 years ago or last year?
Last year, I think.
Finally, it got up to 300 and some comments, and we were all trying really hard not to comment.
Yeah.
And finally, a bunch of us just like, okay, stop.
Right.
You know, this
We gotta
isn't
stop for
all
this. This is
accurate.
not.
And so we welcome comments, we welcome concerns, we welcome constructive criticism. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We address it to us though, because if you're going to start a war on Facebook, we might not
Half
see
the
it
time we
until
not
it's-
even see it. Yeah.
300 comments.
I hold on. Well, they're keyboard warriors.
Oh yeah.
So,
No, they
yes.
are.
We
So-
talked about keyboard
But
warriors
we are
yesterday.
open, right? We're not
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
There are things people may want to see differently.
Yeah.
There's a right way to go about that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
so then Wednesday setup day.
So Wednesday setup day,
Yeah.
Thursday.
Just kick off the
Kick
first
off.
day.
Okay.
Customer appreciation. correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Customer
Yes.
appreciation.
So that's your day that you're in charge of.
Well, no, actually not
She's
this
like,
year.
okay.
Not this year.
Joyce
No.
Hamlin.
Joyce Hamlin is in charge of that this
okay.
year.
Joyce did the pageant as well. She's
Yeah.
in Latin for punishment this year.
Yeah, she is.
So-
She'll do a fabulous job, and I think she said that she's already got like 30 tables, and we still have room for more. So, and
Oh,
it's
good.
only $30 for a table, so
Right.
it's really an awesome way to get out there, get your business out
Yeah.
there. You know, I mean, you really can't go wrong. There's probably, gosh, 1,000 people that come through that line over the course
Uh-huh.
of what is it? 2 hours?
It's crazy.
2 hours?
Yeah,
drive?
they line up.
Oh, I've seen it.
So when we're
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
square, you know, when we're on the
They've
square,
lined up all
3
the way.
lined up.
3 o'clock
Back
in
to
the
Oh yeah,
Post
Yeah.
office
all the
and-
way down. Yeah, depending on what end we're at, they line blocks
Yeah.
like an entire city block
They
down,
do.
and it's
Yeah.
nuts.
And
but
the weather's supposed to be really nice.
Yes.
We're hoping it stays up. And what's
sunny and
crazy,
70.
on Thursday night also, all the carnival rides are just one ticket.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And so that's
Good to know
if
for
you
the
have a large
family,
family with a lot
Yes.
of children, that is the best time to come.
And-
From 1 to 5 on Saturday, it's the same way, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Thursday night, it's customer appreciation. All the vendor booths open, the carnival's open.
Yeah.
There'll
And
be
it's
a
only one
concert.
ride. There'll
It's
be
the
a
kickoff,
concert.
and it's so much fun. That was the highlight of the festival for me when I was growing up. My grandparents always came down, bought us tickets, and we would go on all the rides.
But you know, it's interesting. When we meet with the carnival manager, leader, owner, whatever you want to call him, this great guy, Andrew. They were like shocked last year because the weather was so phenomenal on Thursday, and with customer appreciation
Oh, yeah.
and rides, Thursday night's carnival almost equaled Saturday's carnival.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
big.
In just a
Yeah.
few hours, it's open on
Yeah.
Thursday night versus all day Saturday.
And
You
to
get
talk
almost-
about the carnival a little bit,
Yeah.
these guys, this carnival
Lures.
lures is top notch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Their
they-
standards are very high.
their standards are extremely
That's
And
awesome.
high.
that's good because when you take them down, put them up, it's kind of a little.
Their
Their
standards
standards
are
are
very
high.
high.
Their
Not gonna lie,
employees
everyone
are.
thinks
They know.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
was
yeah.
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. There was some. I
An
don't
incident.
know.
We'll just say
An
an
incident.
incident.
I don't know what it was,
Uh-huh.
but the employee was terminated right on the spot.
Oh,
During
wow.
our carnival. I mean,
Yeah,
they
during
just
our
don't
carnival.
I
play.
think I
That's
remember
good.
something about
They
that.
don't
They,
play.
They don't, but they're, and I have, like I say, I can't give them enough.
Yeah.
They belong to some organization that, they rate carnivals
Carnivals.
Right.
all
Oh,
around,
nice.
and,
Yeah.
and they're in
They're high.
They're
Yeah.
high.
They're high.
Very high.
Yeah.
very
Very
high
good.
rated.
And it's
Yeah.
always kind of special for them because we're the closeout for their season.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
We're the
I
last
don't think I
festival
even
going
realized
into their
that.
winter
Yeah.
season.
They're like,
And
woo.
Yeah.
Brenda was,
So
Brenda
it's
was
good.
actually out at the fairgrounds yesterday doing some last minute
Recounts of the
recon out there before setup day, and was it his dad?
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy's the dad, Andrew's the son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy, the dad, had already been out there and marked out where it's going to
Where
be.
he
Where
is.
every ride
It's actually going to be, by what Brenda saw on the layout, it looks like it's going to be even bigger than it
Yeah.
was the last time we were out there.
Nice.
So
Yeah, they-
I
They
think
get a
they're-
better idea of how to set up.
It'll be exciting.
it's
Yeah.
done so
Good.
well that I think they're bringing some additional rides.
Yeah.
So
and
is it
stuff.
still going to be like a midway thing? I mean, is it going to be like kind of the fair,
Yes,
like a
it's
midway?
not. It's
It's
not.
not
in
the
the
same
area
area.
where the
It's
fair
not.
out in the
No.
parking lot area.
Oh.
It's out by the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
there's still plenty of parking, and parking
Yeah,
is
oh,
still
yeah.
free.
It is
and-
free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free.
Free.
Parking's
Free
free.
parking.
Yeah, no
Yes.
charge.
We don't charge for it.
I will mention when we talk about the parking, it'll be probably a little different than maybe what the fair did. You'll come in by the like you normally did, like at the fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the only entrance. Everybody will exit out at the far end
Yeah.
over by the hospital.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the
Down by
cancer
like the
center.
cancer center?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
okay.
way,
Nice.
we just
Flow.
think
The
it'll be
flow
a
will
better
be better.
flow and
Yeah.
less chance of someone
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting
Nice.
run over. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Thursday, Friday.
And then I'll mention Grace Terrell is the sponsor of the day on Thursday. So
And
Great.
Big Country is the
yes,
free
and Big
concert.
Country is the free concert. That
Nice. Everybody in town knows who Big Country
Yes.
is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Go Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
So, but yeah, and then Friday everything starts opening again at 5, and
Okay.
so we have more of the same. But we also have Elite Dance and Acrobatics, and we have King Bee and the Stingers. So
All
I
right.
don't know. I've never heard of them, but I know some other people have, and they're pretty excited about it. So
And I think
Okay.
Rob
Oh,
brings
yeah,
some good
Rob-
acts.
Oh, yeah,
I will
Rob
say
always
this.
has great
A
acts.
few years ago, Rob came to us, to Brenda and I,
oh yeah.
and he said, "Hey, listen, I know I've caused a little bit of a problem for you with getting sponsors for your concerts, you
Yeah.
know." And he said, "What if I just do it for you?
Yeah.
What if I just take it?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're like, "Oh."
We're like,
Here
say
you go.
less. Say less. Yeah.
Well,
I was
and,
like, "See ya."
Yeah.
Rob's got connection with
Yeah.
every
he
Yeah.
knows what he's
Yeah.
doing.
So,
And so
I tell
he
you,
knows
you
what
talk
he's
about,
doing,
you're
so-
talking about a big
That's
bird.
Talking
all
about
he
weight
hearts.
lifted up, like
Yeah.
everybody was just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Woo.
There was nobody arguing with that.
No.
It
No.
was pretty. It was
high
pretty
praises
amazing.
for Rob.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So he's
absolutely.
trying to roll our concerts
Okay.
into his whole concert.
Yeah,
line.
in his full umbrella.
And so that falls in under his, if you sponsor sponsor,
Yep.
then
Yeah.
you're also a sponsor for this.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate it, and so
Yeah.
he arranges it all. He picks the groups. It's great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely. And the other thing we have too is the baby photo contest. So if you gotta make sure to check out the cute babies and look out. They'll be at the information booth, which is going in front of the merchants building.
And that goes.
Yeah.
I think we have.
That goes from
I've
Thursday
heard that we
through
have a
Sun-
few ringers in there this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's
Some
gonna
pretty
take-
cute babies.
Yeah.
We've heard that.
I know a couple. I've seen
I was gonna say,
pictures.
how many grandchildren do you have in
We
there?
can't.
He does.
Yeah.
That is
They're
because
aged
they're from
out.
Morgan County.
They're aged
Oh,
out and they're not-
yeah,
they have
they're aged
to be
out.
moved.
Yeah.
And the one who would be close enough in age is not. She doesn't live in Morgan County.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, well,
So,
goodness.
they
but
just-
I
We
know
would have to lie.
we've got some good-looking babies in this county.
And they don't even know
Lord,
how to
so-
do that, I can tell you right
They
now.
don't know how to lie.
I think they break out in cold sweat.
We
So,
were telling ourselves.
yeah, they would tell on themselves. They'd be
Lisa would be like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is the way it is.
Yeah, this is the way
I'm
it
not
actually
gonna lie.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lives here when she stays the night.
Yeah.
She lives here for 24 to 48
Yes.
hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
4 times a year. Is that
Yeah,
good?
that's a good point. The baby photo contest will start on Thursday as
Yeah.
soon as we start,
And
and
it
it
goes
will
until
go until
Saturday.
Saturday evening at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Or
so
is it 8? That's what I
I
was
think
just
there's
like. Yeah.
about
Is it
last count. I think there's 15.
Oh, is there
babies.
15 babies?
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, and our sponsor of the day for Friday is Path Rentals. So
Who's that, Bree?
Great.
Yeah, Bree, tell us about it. Who's that?
that is my relations.
That is her band.
Yes, that is my family. Yeah, my grandpa.
So not only
built
do
those
you
and-
volunteer, but you
Yeah.
also monetarily help out with
Absolutely.
sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think we all do in some way or form. We've all done that in the past, and again, it's just it's so much fun to be on the board. I mean, I don't know of anybody that we have problems with. Like we seriously just work it out. It's kind of like being one big
It is.
family. We might squabble and stuff like that, but we're always going to be there
We're
to
gonna
back
get it
each other
done.
up.
Yeah.
We're always going
In
to,
the end, get it worked out.
Yeah.
we're always going to be there to make sure that it happens one way or the other because it's that important
Yeah.
to all of us.
It is.
For the festival to happen. So.
And then Saturday's a big day.
Oh, yeah,
What goes
Sat-
on Saturday?
Gosh, Saturday is just nonstop. Saturday, everything starts at 10:30 a.m. Because that's the bed race.
Ah,
Bed
gotcha.
10:30.
Yeah, the bed race
Nobody's
kicks.
even awake, let alone carrying a baby.
Right, since this is going to air on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, listen. What we would really love to see, and Jeanette Scott's heading
Yes.
it up, cheering it up, but she's trying really hard to get people to challenge other people.
Yes.
So, like, you
So
know,
one insurance agency needs to challenge the next one.
one
you know.
bank charge
Yes.
another one.
Yeah.
One
Yes.
you know,
That's a good
I've
idea.
heard that we may have a fire department against the police
Oh, that
department.
would be
Ooh,
fun.
yeah,
That would be
yeah.
I don't-
fun.
Don't quote me on
Right,
that, but I
that
think
would
And
be
you
a
put the
good one.
pressure on now.
I
They
think-
have to
I
have
think
it.
that's- I think
I've
that's
heard
in
the
the
Rotary
works.
Club here in town is also putting a team together.
Whoa.
So, the Lions Club or something, they could do.
Yeah.
Well, and
Step up.
if you remember, if you
Yeah.
grew up here, I mean, like he's participated in bed races in the past.
Yeah.
And it is going to be
Too
run
many years ago to mention.
It is going to be. It's going to be run exactly like those were done.
Yeah.
There were
Okay.
little differences last year, and it was fine. But what we're finding, it's like don't mess with the Cracker Barrel logo.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
So
Right,
it's
and
back.
there's some
It's
things-
back to the way.
There's
it's
some,
always
Okay.
been.
there's some
It's
things
not
about
broke,
the
don't
Fall
fix it.
Foliage Festival
Yeah, that we're-
you best not mess with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like you better make sure the Calliope's at the end of the parade.
Yeah.
You know.
That was so funny
So-
because I remember sitting there when he brought the Calliope back and he was talking about putting it in the middle and making it a big deal, and I'm like, that's not where the Calliope goes.
So it was fun.
But I wasn't about to say anything.
Right.
I'm like, not
We stay in
my lane.
LA.
Yeah, I got a lot
The
of
story about the Calliope is, it went into basically storage, retirement
Yeah.
for many, many, many years. And so that's why it was never in the parade anymore. And it changed, guardianship was taken over by the International Circus Museum in Peru, Indiana. Well, I have to give him some accolades, won't we?
Yeah.
For 2.5 years,
He did. He tracked
quietly,
him down.
behind the scenes, he worked on getting that Calliope back in this parade.
Calls and
Aw.
emails.
Yeah.
And
He had
So for
almost-
those that don't know, what exactly is a calliope?
It is a steam. How do you explain this thing?
It has a boiler which runs
It's a big
the,
music
the
machine.
Yes.
steam pipes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's like a big moving pipe organ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
it's super
and
cool.
so
So he thought, give it a kickoff a division, really give it accolades for being the first time back. We had a big banner, welcome back.
I got
Yeah.
trouble. Bree was right.
We actually
I I feel
didn't say
bad
I-
for not saying
she didn't
anything
say
now
I told you
because
so.
It was sweet. We had these little old ladies that would come after the parade. Honey, I love seeing that clubby, but it's not supposed to be.
They're like, we love it. We're so glad
We
it's back,
love
but
it,
you messed up.
we love it, but
So there's a little bit of a story on that. So I tracked it down to the museum
Yeah.
and I was put in contact with the guy that actually plays it and has been the player for many years. And so last year we didn't have a calliope, and what happened was the IU calliope was, like Lisa said,
it went
was
back into retirement.
yeah,
They've
it
put
kind of went back into retirement. I don't know who
Yeah,
has it. I could find that out.
yeah.
But at any rate, Zach Moncrief. Did I think I got that right? Oh, Zach, I'm sorry. I got your last
Sorry
name.
for messing the
Sorry,
last name.
Zach.
Yeah.
Hey, you did
But,
get mentioned though, so.
Yeah.
He last year, he told me, and he said, "Well, I have my own calliope." And I
Yeah,
seen
and it
pictures
looks
of it.
identical to
It,
the IU.
but it
It's
looks a
an
lot
IU
like
on
it. It's,
Yeah.
it's painted
In
the
fact, it looks
Italian
like
red.
more your old time traditional
Probably,
calliope.
yeah.
So, but last year, right before he was scheduled to go and all that, he had a boiler issue.
Yeah.
So we didn't have it. And I heard about that last year because we were at
Because
the
once you
close
gave
out
it
of the
back to them,
parade.
it's like, wait a minute.
We
where's
were
the-
heartbroken
Yeah.
too.
Where's the calliope?
We're
And I
like,
said,
it's-
next year.
It's
Yeah.
broken.
I said, it's broke.
It
We
wasn't
should have
our
just had
choice.
somebody with a megaphone
So-
at the end of it say, Calliope is broken.
Yeah.
Here.
So
That would've
I
actually
can't
been
tell
really
you
good.
as
and
of
it really wasn't what the guy was concerned about. And we said we were catching on fire.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
It was
damage
overheating and
him.
catching on fire.
And I said, I don't want to damage the calliope.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, do whatever you need
Right.
to do. So I've been in contact
Long
with
story short, it's
Zach.
coming back.
Yeah.
So the copy will be in.
He
He's
got
at
the
the
boiler
end,
fixed.
Yes,
It
yes,
was
it's-
in the big Peru parade
Yeah.
earlier this year, and it worked flawlessly.
Good.
So he
How
is.
exciting.
And yes, phone is at the end of the parade.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, just
that's
making
it.
sure.
Everybody loves the
The
Calliope.
only thing
We're in.
behind the calliope are the Fall Foliage board members
Yeah.
and the thank you come again next year banner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So he's at the
is-
end.
is we'll be back,
Yes.
and it's the same player. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's talented. So.
And the thank you come again banner is also new in the last few years. You guys came up with that, and I was glad for that because before we had the calliope, nobody knew when the parade was over.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's gas.
Yeah,
and
gas,
you
yeah,
don't know,
gas,
like,
you
you're
know,
looking around the
you're-
corner.
You're like, is there more coming, or is that it? Are we done? You know?
Yeah. So we do
yeah.
appreciate the
We were,
end.
we
Yeah.
were happy.
Yeah.
I was happy when we came up with the end sign. I was like, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Perfect.
And when we get to Sunday, we need to give a shout out to somebody else about the parade. But
Yeah.
I think we're on Sunday.
Are we?
No,
are we-
we're not. We're
on
on
Saturday.
Oh, no,
we're
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
We started
'cause
with
we're
the red
talking about
races.
that.
Yeah.
We just kind of
Bed
got
races.
sidetracked there.
Well,
That's
before I get sidetracked, Neil and Summers Funeral and Cremation Center is the sponsor of the day for
Okay.
Saturday. So yeah, they always. I feel like they're kind of a silent sponsor,
They
but
are.
they're
They do a lot.
always willing to help us, but they don't they don't care
Nicole's pretty-
how many shout outs they get.
She
or
gets involved in
anything.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
lot.
we can't say enough. We're so thankful
Costin's,
for all
yeah,
the
a big
people,
sponsor.
all
Yes,
of our
yeah,
sponsors.
Costin's involved.
Yeah.
Costin sponsors
Oh.
the kids' events. They also sponsor a lot in the parade.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swap family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to. There's so
Yeah,
many.
So you would,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want.
Thank you, everyone. They don't
Yeah.
leave anyone out. No
I've
one
been
out.
I've been shouting out all our sponsors for
Yeah.
months.
She
And
has.
it's
Yeah.
And I will
awesome.
say this because this is a long-term sponsor. Shields.
Yes.
What people don't realize, because the Shields are humble about it and they don't talk about it,
Yeah.
but the Shields provide all. They do all the plaques that
Yeah.
are given, all the banners you see in the parade, all the sponsorship boards.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a sponsorship to the festival.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
they
that's
Shields
Shields
all of
does
that,
that for us. They make them. They consider that their sponsorship.
Yeah.
And
They contribute to a lot too.
Yeah.
They do.
That's
They,
a giving
I know
family.
with Ket, with
That's a gift.
Rob and his concerts, and
Yeah.
that they
that's a
they're
giving
very
family.
involved. A very great family.
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Anyway,
Yeah.
give a shout out to them because
Yeah.
they make it possible for us to give all that.
Yeah.
Shields, if you ever have a race car.
Yeah.
they make race
Yeah, there you
cars.
go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Is it windshields? Isn't that what
Yeah.
they make for race
Yes.
cars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, but and real quick too, jotting back to the bed race, for anyone who doesn't know, you guys know what the bed race is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was going to say, because I have met so many people in the last 2 weeks that have no idea what the bed race is.
Well,
I have
people
also-
in Martinsville, they may not know.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, basically, real quick, it's a hospital bed on bicycle tires, and it works like a drag race. You have a team of 5, 4 people are running, and you have 1 on the bed steering. They have to steer, so they are, they're not just sitting there. But yeah, and so they do like
And
a
they're
drag
praying
race.
that they don't.
They're praying
They
that
don't get
Right.
flipped off.
They're praying that they don't jerk the wheel
or
off.
impaled, or impaled by one of the poles.
Yeah.
Let's clarify. When she says hospital bed, she's talking about hospital bed from the 1940s.
Yeah, from it's
Not
a
the
little,
new
it's
hospital
a
bed.
little-
Beds.
It's a little while, yeah.
Metal,
It's a little
thin
bad,
mattress.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
The little gurney. I don't even know that it's a bed, like a gurney, like
It's like this wide.
No, I mean, well, it's a little bit
it's
wider,
wider.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely, but yeah. So anyway, if you didn't know what
Sets
bed
up
race
pretty
is,
high.
and it's only $25 for a team,
And they run in heats.
It's
yeah,
a
they
lot
run
of fun.
in heats, and if you win this year, you get to be in the parade, right?
You do. The
Yeah.
first
Oh.
two,
Yeah.
the winners and the runner-ups
Yeah.
both are going to be pushing the beds in
Okay,
the parade.
I'm really glad I was right because I already said that on porch
Yeah,
time last
no, you
night.
Absolutely.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what I
That's
said.
the
So if
plan.
if I screwed it up, I will so be in trouble with
No,
Lisa.
you're not
But
That's the
We
next
just have to
plan.
squeeze them in there somewhere if that wasn't
like
the
you
plan.
just kind of slide them in there.
Well, no, we've given them a spot.
There's a
They're
spot,
in there.
yeah.
I just made
Marshall.
sure who I put on either end of them. They didn't
Right,
yeah.
Oh gosh. So anyway, yeah, there's the bed race, and then at 11 to 1, it's the Power Wheels Demolition Derby, which I'm actually really excited. We had it last year, right? But
Yeah,
it was at the
mhm.
car show, and I didn't get to go down there because I was working in the booth, so I didn't get to go down and see it. But it's a really cool thing, and it's free for the
It's
kids
for
to
children,
do. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's for the kids, and it's free, and it's a really fun thing. So
Yeah.
the guy that does it is on the board with us, and he's done this all over the place now.
And that's what he
I
does
mean,
all over. And it's
like
his heart
Monrovia
is to. It's so funny. This came up last night
Yeah.
about the fee, and he says there were, if he ever was forced to charge a fee, he would just
wouldn't
not
do
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his goal is for
To get the kids.
children
Yeah.
and parents, whether it be dad, mom, whomever,
Mm-hmm.
to get up, get off phones, get off
Yeah.
electronics, get outside in the garage. Let's make
Work on it together.
on
Yeah.
it,
Oh yeah.
and then
So it's really
Great
growing.
idea.
It
It's
sounds
really, yeah,
like.
It's growing, it's
really
popular.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
I think they did it at Paragon. I think it was
Yeah.
one of those popular events.
Paragon
over there.
and
And,
Monrovia. I think
Monrovia.
I heard about
Monrovia is
Monrovia.
really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
pulled an audible,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Lisa
He's
knew
gonna-
what an audible was.
Yeah,
so
he's
they-
gonna
the,
move.
the guys on the board
and
were.
I was like, well, I could
The
fit
guy-
all this.
the
guys
It wasn't
were,
umbrella.
I was the same thing. I was like, I know what an audible is. Like,
I grew up in a football family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway,
but yeah,
it's
so
gonna be big.
it's gonna be really awesome. And then the kids events, which are a huge draw on Saturday, they're gonna
Oh, yeah.
start at 1. And
There's
I think
a lot of freebies coming to the kids. That do
yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of
good.
freebies. That's one of the things that like Arby's and Wendy's and Culver's and McDonald's, they all
give little
they
gift
all
certificates.
little gift certificates
And
for the
Costin
kids.
is the sponsor for that.
Is Costin? Or I
Awesome.
thought it was Neil and Summers. It was Neil and Summers for
The
last
kids
few
event?
years. Yeah. They
No, I
they
thought it
used to
was-
sponsor the 5K and the kids events.
No, Costin does the kids event.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All
I
right.
don't know.
I don't know. I'm not
One
gonna.
or the other.
Yeah.
Do I need to
one
call
or
Brenda?
both.
No.
One or
No,
the other.
That's
Yeah.
Chrissy.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Chrissy's.
called Chrissy.
Called
Yeah,
Chrissy.
one or the other. So anyway, yeah, so we have that, and then we also have the cornhole tournament, which is really fun. It'll start. It's a $40 for the team, and to win you get 200. So
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and the coveted maple leaf, of course.
That's right. Well, and actually,
And
the
bragging rights.
trophies for the cornhole are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Last year, they explained to Shields kind of what they were looking for versus just regular leaf, and it's
Mhm.
actually it looks like a little cornhole,
It's a miniature.
miniature cornhole.
Oh, I
Well,
forgot
Has a
that.
leaf on it, yes.
Oh,
And,
nice.
on little legs, you know.
Yeah.
It still has the fall foliage
Yeah.
leaf and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like to do just get one of those, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I know.
always gonna say.
I'm not gonna win.
I
They
wouldn't
were.
anyway.
John from the radio was asking me if I want to be on his team. I was like, I can certainly be on your team, but we're not gonna go.
Yeah, I
very
won't be
far.
in that.
Yeah, and then it makes
It's like
it
you're gonna have to
ineligible
carry
win.
me. Yeah.
Then then it makes them ineligible.
Yeah,
again.
exactly. I'm
If
like,
one
you
of us
really
was-
don't want me on your team. Like, I can't win.
Right,
So.
right.
And so, where is the entry for that? Do you do that here? Do you do it online?
No, you do it that day.
That day.
Yes, at the
Okay.
fairgrounds.
And is there only so many you're taking?
Nope,
Nope,
there's
he's got
no
a
limit.
ton of
Many-
boards.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of boards lined up.
Okay.
and
You're welcome to
they're-
bring your own bags if you
Yeah,
want to.
I guess diehard cornhole
Diehard
guys
cornhole players
let
will bring
use
their
their
own
own
bags.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not that serious.
I mean, I'm not that serious, but my husband has his own bag.
Yeah.
Well, we do too. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we
do
think,
too.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I mean, we have our own set.
if you
so,
want to
know.
use your own, we don't
Yeah,
care.
we're all for it.
Yeah,
Go for
but
it.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yes, it's everything is at the fair.
Everything is
Everything
at the
is
fair.
at
the
Yes,
fairgrounds.
everything's at the
And there'll be
fairgrounds.
announcements going on as to, okay,
Oh,
go
yeah.
here now, go there now,
You'll be hearing my voice a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here again, we're like, where's Bree?
Yeah, they don't like they're afraid of mics. I don't know. Like I'm like it's
No,
not.
you do such an awesome job. And you're always smiling and happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the rides start at 1:00. Oh, and the cornhole tournament, the registration starts at 1. So, but the cornhole tournament doesn't start until 3. So, I don't know how
A little
you
bit of time.
how you want to sign up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign up for it and then go visit the food trucks.
Yes.
That would be a great idea.
Then you can work it off while you play cornhole.
Right.
You know, it's
I'll
like
go
a
watch some little
balance.
kids play or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
do their events, tractor races and all
Yeah.
that.
But and then it's a huge day for street entertainment. Jackie really knocked it out of the park because he's got the Rhythm Chasers clogging group. I can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Martinsville Academy Gymnastics, Brighton Seasting and his K&M partner Victor, and then Gentry Martial Arts. And that's all between 2 and 6. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, there's
That's
a lot.
That's
There's
that's
it's
busy.
back to back to back.
So
Yeah.
it's not like you could be there and get bored. You can spend the
No,
whole
no.
day there.
And
And
then
the
it
whole
goes
day
right
that
into the concert.
Yeah, right into the
So-
concerts, and the baby photo awards is at 8. Yeah, and then
Right.
the Vinyl Escape Band. I don't know. I've never heard of them again, but I'm not.
If Rob's bringing them.
If Rob's
They have
bringing
to
them,
be
they're
there.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this whole time, the merchant building's open. The
Yeah,
business
okay.
room.
And the merchant
And
and the
it's
merchant
sold out.
selling is sold out. Yeah, so the entire
Good.
building
Good.
is
Is it
full.
something?
120 vendors.
Yeah, 120
Nice.
vendors, yeah.
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 She.
And
There are
there's
people on waiting lists.
oh yeah.
I
our
filled
waiting
in
list.
the office today because our office
Yeah,
assistant had a medical emergency in the family, so we've been trying to come in here.
yeah.
And I thought, okay, it's Friday, it'll be calm, I can work on the parade. Oh no. We are still.
Bree's like, calm, yeah.
We have a wait list now going.
Oh, yeah.
on vendor booths, but we're honest with people. Don't count on it.
Yeah,
Right.
Don't count on getting
They're-
off that wait list.
Yeah.
There could be somebody that drops out
we-
last minute.
What's
Yeah.
funny? I had somebody pleading with me today. Just put me somewhere in the grass.
Oh, wow.
I was like, we can't do
Yeah, we can't
that.
do
You know,
that.
so
Well,
we're glad
and
that we're
as,
excited.
as our motto is, we stay in our lane.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Brenda's
That's
That's Brenda's event.
not
so.
our deal. Yeah, so
I will say to that though, and this is what I keep telling them when they were calling today. Once we have our theme set, which we try to have done by the end of March,
yeah.
right? We then immediately get our packets ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
start
so by
sending them
usually
out.
the end of March, 1st of April, you better start. If you want a vendor booth, you should sign up.
Yeah,
Then.
because it's
They,
not
she
gonna.
sells out every year.
Yeah, yeah,
And
she
we
does.
even had more spaces out there, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's
it's
sold
still-
out.
Yeah,
it's
so
still
the
sold.
main
the
the
main
main
merchants tent.
merchants
building.
Yeah.
building is all the way full, and
And
the
the
end
end
the
that goes off of it.
tea
Yeah,
at
the tea at the
building
is
full.
Nice.
Yeah,
will be full.
yeah, the entire building is full. We've got 14 food trucks coming in, I
And
think.
we're sold out of
and
food trucks.
Yeah,
We
sold
have
out of
no
food
more room for
trucks,
food
and we
trucks.
have like 4 of the buildings already on the fairgrounds that are going to be opening up. The donut shop is going to be open.
I
Yeah.
heard
Which
that.
everybody is super excited
Everybody,
about.
you don't get donuts just at fair time.
Yeah,
Now you can
exactly.
have them
You
at
get-
fall
you get-
foliage.
For
My husband will be
those,
there.
this is a little different. For those, I don't think we've had that before. Maybe we have,
What?
but for those who want adult beverage
Uh-huh.
Oh, while the concert's going on.
while the concerts, there will be 2 booths set up.
Okay. That
Now,
is something new,
it'll
isn't
be
it?
roped. It'll be roped off. There's an
Right.
area you have to
They
stay.
can't come into
You
the
have to
fair.
stay into the area.
It's-
Kind of
Just
like we
the
do over
concert
here.
area?
It's
Yeah.
the concert area.
Yeah.
That's
Sort of
the
like we do here on Jefferson Street.
Right.
You know, they mark it off and say,
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
no alcohol
Alcohol
beyond this
beyond
point.
this, yeah.
It'll be the same
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
But that was one thing people have asked for, believe it or not.
Well, if
And
you're going to
so-
a concert, some kind of, yeah.
Right,
they
and
have
so at the fairgrounds as a whole, you can't do that.
Right.
And so they figured out a way to,
Yeah.
you know,
Very
That's
smart.
good.
mark it up.
Very
Yeah.
smart. Well, and it opens it up to, I mean, a whole new.
And as long as everybody is
people.
respectful
And I
and
think
respects
they will be.
those rules, I'm just saying, then we
Yeah.
can probably have it again.
Well, if
Yeah.
not, then you have to leave.
Yeah. Or it'll kill our chances of having it again.
Then
Right.
you run it for
Right.
everybody, so
Yeah.
don't do that.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Don't be the bad apple.
right, don't be
Yeah,
bad apple.
behave yourself.
Behave.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So anyway, okay. So Sunday sponsor of the days are South Central Indiana REMC. Again, another huge sponsor. They're always willing
Yep.
to come in with anything. Anything we need, they're ready and waiting for us.
I don't
So
think they've ever told us no.
I don't think so. Yeah. But yeah, that morning the 5K starts. Registration for that starts at 8 a.m. and the race begins at 9:30.
And there is pre-registration going on.
Yes,
for
there
that.
is
They go on our
pre-registration, yeah.
website to the link. In fact, it's almost easier on them if people would pre-register.
Yeah, if they
Okay.
would
Because
pre-register.
they kind of know how many.
Pre-register for the 5K.
Yeah.
Right.
Starting
That's on Sunday morning.
And that's a Mag 7 race too. So it's if they do, it's like a
Well, it's
circuit.
some kind of sanction.
So yeah,
It's a
it's a
sanctioned
sanctioned race.
5K.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
So it's very
I would
very
never
nice.
think about
And
it.
it's
It's
the
like
only
Chrissy's
it's the only
methodical
one here in
about
Morgan County
Right.
too. So
And Chrissy's methodical about it. I mean, to qualify, it has to meet certain
Yeah.
criteria, and she's
Yeah, it has to
methodical to make sure it does.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And she had to change the course slightly
yeah,
this year due to
Just some
There were
security measures we put
Yeah.
in
security
place
that
with.
the city saw last year
Right.
concerned, so they will be utilizing the track, the actual.
Oh,
You can actually
Yeah.
get to run around the high school track. this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're calling it Kevin's Lap because Kevin Coriel takes care of all the football games and everything, does all
Yeah.
the
Broadcasting.
announcements.
So
and
anyway, they'll
broadcasting.
do the normal Washington like we've done the last few
Mhm.
years.
Yeah,
But when they come back, they'll go right straight, and we've got a board over
yeah,
there
yeah,
that has
over
all of
there.
it on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
so it'll
Then
be.
what's after the 5K, Bree?
5K, I don't know actually. No, it's the parade. It kicks off at 1:00, and yeah, as soon as the 5K is over, they're out there lining up cars.
It actually
If you're in
kicks-
the
it
parade,
actually
get there at
really-
like 10:30.
It actually
maybe.
kicks off about 9 a.m. really.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah.
Right.
Thank
Mark and
thank
getting
goodness that
everything
people
ready.
show up
They
early.
do.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and again, streets close at noon.
Yeah.
Like they're closed for the 5K. They're reopened for about an hour, to be
Mhm.
honest with you, just so that people can.
Yeah, people can get in and out.
Mhm.
You know.
And then they'll close again. And we are, in fact, we're sending out the emailing out the parade placement letters today. So if you're in the parade,
You'll get a letter
you'll
today
get
or
an
tomorrow.
email,
Or an email,
right?
sorry.
Email, and so you're fine. It's good. You're not forgotten.
Yeah.
But anyway, so all the traffic, and we've explained this in the letter, is going to come in for the parade. Anybody in the parade, regardless of whether you're at Smith, Bell, or the high school, is going to come in on J.R. Wooden off of Hospital Drive.
Okay.
Okay? And then those that are staged at the fairground will go into the fairground off of Hospital Drive.
Yeah.
We are going to keep parade traffic from trying to beat the street closures going through town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what's happened,
Then you
some of
just
the
get a
five-
maze.
some of the 5K people who it would be me,
Yeah.
the lace trailers coming in.
Yeah.
We had some issue with parade participants trying to come in at the same time the 5K's finishing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And just to avoid any, again, security, safety
Right.
issues.
Safety
there.
issues. Yeah.
Then we're directing all the parade traffic must come off of Hospital Drive
Yeah.
into the complex that way.
Okay.
And
Or
one thing
J.R.
I
Wooden.
like
Makes it a lot
to
easier.
say to
It
the
does.
community as a whole, and most,
Yeah.
let's say 99%
Mm-hmm.
abide, but if the barricade's up there, it's up there for a reason.
There
Yeah.
for a reason.
You don't get to get out.
We have to have-
Please don't go through it.
And we constantly, we have people move a barricade and get on either the parade route or
Yeah.
For the 5K.
or the
Yeah.
5K,
More
and it's very
dangerous.
dangerous because
Yeah, very dangerous.
you could injure someone or
Mhm.
kill them. So
Yeah.
And in addition to the barricades, we have, we try to
Yeah.
monitor them,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're not involved actually with the 5K, we have and community volunteers, and he's too nice. I'll just say this. It's no fun when you've got somebody willing to volunteer to help us, and they
Yeah.
go to help like an intersection at 7:30 in the morning, and every possible terrible sailor word that could be used
Yeah.
on them is used on them because they're blocking their intersection.
yeah,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
got
Let's be respectful.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there because they're trying
And
to
it's short
serve the
term.
community.
It's not like
Right.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
and to be honest, we know this is happening.
it happens
Like,
Every year.
Every
year.
And hey, if you see a barricade and there's no car there, just pull up and park there. It's a great spot to watch
It
the
is.
5K.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
great spot to watch the parade.
Yeah.
If you wanna
Park
walk in
there.
that
Park
section,
there.
We'll
Yes.
we'll send you a thank you letter.
And if you don't want to be bother. Just leave town for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are several options.
Just head off. Just
Right.
head out. It's
So I
no
guess
big
we're
deal.
just asking people, be kind.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody's volunteering.
One day.
And, you know, we
And you
understand.
You could also possibly receive a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Which-
could technically.
Which they should,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
You know.
Well, one of the scariest things we saw, and it wasn't even our parade, it was the 4th of July parade last year. And we were sitting over
On
near
Washington Street.
Washington and Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, the bank is right there across the street. Well, the parade route was coming from Wooden up Jefferson and going to turn there. And all of a sudden, a few of us look, and this car just comes barreling. They had cut through an alley around the bank to get around the barricades. And literally the parade people,
They got right on the parade route.
the next group
They
that was
were going
coming
head on
turned the
into the-
corner right head on as that car was coming. Everybody was screaming at this car, stop, stop, stop.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
they were
People just need
they
to
were
be
determined.
Be
Yeah.
courteous,
To
be
get
cautious.
cautious.
Yeah.
Nobody
Right.
needs to get hurt. Nobody
Nobody
needs
needs
to.
to get
And truly, just like that,
And truly, it's really only half a day. I
And
mean,
you know,
honestly,
yeah.
it's not even an
and
entire
at the
day.
end of the day, and I'll get emotional about this, the world is hard.
Yes.
Life is hard.
This is
And
just
this is
something
a
fun.
4-day event
Yeah.
to just try to make life a little easier.
Right.
I know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you know, we truly do try to make it just exciting and happy and safe.
Mm-hmm.
And we
It's
know
a fun
that
time.
we know that it's an inconvenience a little bit
Yeah.
on certain things. But you know, it's a time for family and community
Mhm.
Yeah.
and some niceness.
Yes.
And let's just look at it that
There-
way.
and,
Yeah.
you
You
know,
know?
we put in a lot of time as a board. We work
Yes.
on this. We only take, what, 2 months off?
2 months.
December,
yeah,
January.
something around there. Yeah.
The rest of the time, we're working
rest of the time, we're working on it, you know.
preparing
Yeah.
Yeah.
next
Oh,
year.
I'm sure.
Well,
Everybody
and
thinks
we-
it's just a week or 2
Yeah.
weeks, and it's not.
No.
Yeah.
And that's honestly why we wanted to have you guys on here too, because I don't think people, realize how much goes into it.
Right.
It's
Right.
not something you're just like hem hawing around and then like a
Right.
week
Yeah.
later you're just throwing stuff
No.
together. So
We're a nonprofit. We
Yeah.
none of the board members are paid.
you're doing this from the kindness of your heart
Yes.
with your own time.
And we love the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to, we say this, we want to try to do it better every year, you know. We try things, maybe something doesn't work. I will say this, we're always open for ideas, like events
Yeah.
somebody may want to see, a contest somebody may want to see,
Exactly.
something fun.
Yeah.
Submit the ideas, we'll figure out if there's a
Right.
Figure out how
safe
to
legal
do
way
this.
to
Yeah.
do it.
And one of the things I know has been mentioned because, and I get it because I've attended a lot of the parades. There were back in the day we had some pretty famous celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I
The
remember that being
Marshall
talked
or-
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, in the day and age that we live, and we're not able to afford that.
Right.
So a lot of people talk
Security,
about like
anything like
Yeah.
that.
Michael
You're paying
Landon,
them.
right? Michael Landon was to get a Michael Landon type back in Michael Landon's heyday, to get that would be a minimum of $100,000
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a 2.5-hour parade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If someone
Insane.
would
Wants to
That's
donate
what
like to do
that.
that, then you know what? I would like to sit down and have a conversation with, I think a better way
Yeah.
We can
to help this
yeah.
community
Right.
with
Absolutely.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
And so
We have-
you know,
We have tried the last 4 years for sure. To pick people within Morgan County
Mm-hmm.
that have to recognize them as a grand
An
marshal
asset,
and,
yes.
and parade marshal because they give back to the community. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
to me,
Those are our stars.
the,
Those
Yeah.
are our local
we want to
stars.
Yes.
honor people who have tried to make a difference
Right.
in
Mhm.
Right.
their
Right.
community that they live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so,
Which is a great thing.
yeah.
And we would
Yeah.
like to say this, this is the Morgan County
Yeah.
Foliage Festival.
it's
Yes,
not
it is in
Martinsville.
Martinsville.
But it's all
We
in
would
Morgan
love
County.
to see more participation
Oh, yeah.
from our other towns within Morgan
Mhm.
County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried 2 years ago, he tried to have a
Competition.
Yeah.
float
A float
competition.
competition.
Like,
I miss those.
Yeah.
I grew up in a really small town, so
Yeah.
in Texas, and
Yeah.
when we had when we did parades and stuff and that.
Yeah.
The floats were just like,
Well,
it was
yeah.
almost like a little mini
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so
Right.
cute.
The
Yeah.
floats were
Right.
like
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We
big and
We don't really
grander
understand
and
why we
I
flowers
sell
know what-
and-
I know it's a
Yes.
lot on them, but you know, the churches used to have
Yeah.
Yeah.
decorate their float, and I don't think there's a
We
few
have a
that
couple.
still do.
couple.
But
Gateway and
the
Tabernacle.
majority of them
It's,
don't.
it's very hard to get
Yeah.
people to do it and the
Yeah.
money to do it and things
Yeah.
like that. I know is really hard.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But he
I
opened
don't
up this
know.
traveling trophy. It
Yeah.
was gonna
Yeah,
be
we were
like,
gonna,
you
we
know,
were gonna have a trophy. We were
Yeah.
gonna
the
have
towns of
someone
Morgan
from
County.
out of the
outside of
county
Morgan County, judge it.
to judge it,
Yeah.
and the best
Yeah.
city, whether it be Mooresville, Martinsville, or town. Yeah,
Monrovia,
Yeah.
Morgantown,
Eminence.
Harrigan,
Right.
Eminence, they all got.
and they got bragging. They were going to get bragging
Yeah,
rights. They were going to
bragging
get
rights for the
we
year
were
and
gonna
the
give,
traveling trophy was
traveling
that.
trophy
Yeah.
trophy
and $1,000
Yeah.
donation to a charity of their choice within Morgan County.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
And
I
nobody
couldn't-
wanted to
No,
do
but-
it.
yeah.
Didn't get.
Well, and they could build those and use them the following year.
Yeah.
They just find some
Yeah.
place to store
Well, there's a lot
it.
of parades in Morgan County.
Yeah.
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 Harrigan, Monrovia,
Right.
Mooresville.
I just think we need to bring it
Yeah.
back because it just makes.
And
And
I
I'm
want-
just I mean, I'm not from the. I mean, I live here. I've lived
Right.
here a long time,
Right.
but when you watch a parade, it just is that much more exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm not to dog on the parade, but like I just don't want to see another truck go by.
Yeah.
You're going
Right.
to.
You're
You
going
know,
to,
but I
that's
get it.
right.
I
Yeah.
get it.
No.
But
Yeah.
I think
Well, I mean,
we
people
need
say
to go
that. We're
back
tired
in
of
time
seeing
where it was a
People
little
will say
more
that
creative.
we're tired of seeing all these car groups. We're tired of seeing all these Jeep groups. Well, I understand that, but we don't turn down floats.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
they receive monetary awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only do they receive a plaque, there are like 12 float awards given out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They all are sponsored, and the sponsors are called out.
Yeah.
And, do it, and it's money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it's like it would probably pay for.
Yeah.
Supplies,
For your
yeah.
supplies,
Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
We can't get, there's only a few high school bands that we can get in
Yeah.
these days because but part of
Fall
that I think
break.
is
Fall
the
break
fall
is
break.
nice.
Fall break has killed
Fall
you.
break
Because
has
even the
killed us with
football
the
team
bands.
used to be in the
Yeah.
parade.
They're going to be.
Still,
They're
they're going.
And
They-
Martinsville's in the parade.
What's
Band.
nice is Kip feels they do the they just call it athletics,
Uh-huh.
and last year they had two
Yeah.
trailers, flatbeds,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and they're back this year.
Good.
And but we wish, and we've tried. I know the community wishes there were more bands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We literally have gone all over the state of Indiana talking to band directors,
Yeah.
trying to get them. And the comment is, we're not going to make our kids miss fall break.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would like to see more bands within,
Within
I would
the
love
county,
to see
yeah.
Mooresville's band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Monrovia,
Monrovia,
Eminence has done it a couple times. I get where they're coming from. They're small. And if something's going on, their kids are involved in multiple things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's not that they don't want to be here. Sometimes they just simply can't be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Well, maybe next year
But maybe, yeah.
we'll build a float.
Yeah.
There
you
There you go. Look at that.
Okay.
it would be a lot of
Hey,
fun. to
Nick,
build a
Greg, we need
Yeah,
a
there you
float.
go.
We need a
Yeah.
float.
We need a float. You guys build it. We'll ride on
That
it.
would be another
I'll
good
wait.
thing to challenge, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get
This
that.
business challenges businesses
Yeah.
and churches.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And there are two extra awards given in the parade, and one is a faith-based.
Mhm.
Costin sponsors that.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
faith-based float, and Shield sponsors a community service float.
Nice.
So if you're a community service organization or faith-based, not only are you eligible for the 10
Yeah.
regular
Uh-huh.
things,
Mhm.
but you're also eligible for an additional
Yeah.
float
So
award.
it could
And
benefit
the
in
board
more than
does
one
not-
way.
Yeah.
We
We
don't
do not-
judge.
We do
Yeah.
not judge. We have two
Other people.
individuals from the community that, and they have a sheet,
There's a
Yeah.
criteria. They
criteria,
don't get to
they
pick.
score.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't get to pick, but they score based on what they see.
Yeah.
And then that's all tallied and
And then here's the thing too, and we don't make our finances secret. People are shocked by this. We actually have to pay a stipend to the bands to be in the parade.
Yeah.
so
And
each high school,
each high school band or junior high, we don't
Or
care.
junior
Each Each marching band who stops and performs at the review stand gets $500 just for showing up and being in the parade.
Wow.
Wow,
So
I didn't
it
know that.
benefits
Yeah.
them
And they
also.
win.
The Wayman family, in memory of Scotty, they sponsor the Outstanding Band Award. It's an additional $1,000 to the winning.
So if you participate and you
Win. That's
And
$1,500.
That can go back into the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and,
amazing.
and we were, our performing arts parents, listen, those budgets don't see a whole lot from
No.
the school system.
Yeah.
And so if, your kids are in the band somewhere, encourage it. Now, Martinsville, Cloverdale, they are diehard faithful bands that are always in this parade.
Yeah.
Crawfordsville, I will give a shout to them. They are usually in it, but their band director, his wife just had a baby.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
I guess
they're
that
all-
we'll let that slide.
They're a little preoccupied. Yeah, but, somebody said, well, what about getting IU or Purdue? IU actually considered coming a couple of years ago, but then it was the same weekend as their homecoming.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, their homecoming's usually the same.
So sometimes
we
it's a, like,
we reached
scheduling
out to them
conflict,
again,
yeah.
and they're like, we can't do it again, but don't, keep coming at
Keep-
us.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe one
So-
year we'll get Purdue or IU or somebody,
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Now on the parade, what is the route this year? I know we have a lot of construction going down on
The
downtown.
only
but-
change is it's
is
going
it
to
the
turn on
same?
Jefferson instead of Main.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't do that block between Jefferson and Main
It'll be,
Because of
it's
the construction.
exactly
Okay.
the same way it was,
during 69.
Yeah.
69, because they had Maine closed, so.
Right.
They'll come up to Washington to Jefferson
Mhm.
and then turn, and then reviewing.
It's right from City Hall. The review stand is right from City Hall.
Yeah.
And then they'll go to Columbus.
They'll go to Columbus
right
and
down.
back, just like,
And then they go
So-
Columbus to home to Gray, and Gray back into the high school.
Okay.
All right.
so.
So it's
Nice.
exact same route.
Yeah.
Just we had to,
And I will say, we do have two churches that are positioned right at the front of the start line. So be patient with us. We're,
yeah.
we're trying to get stuff lined up, and sometimes.
So they're probably releasing church, and you're trying to bring people in, and it's
Yeah,
just,
we've already got stuff lined
Yeah.
up by the time some of them
Right.
get out. So
Yeah.
Now we do know there's been some talk, and I don't know, about either having it earlier or maybe altering
their
their
service or
service
something.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't.
We don't. That's not our place.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna.
know, but to his point, again,
Please be
all be
patient
kind
Yeah,
and
with us. It's
patient.
one. It's one day. You
Yeah.
know,
And we understand it's a Sunday morning. We would normally be in worship on
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So we respect that, but again, we're all just
Yeah.
volunteers, and
Mhm.
Right.
So everybody wake up on the right side of the bed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Be nice.
So and then fall foliage. So we know we're at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
This year, is there? Are
And
we going
next
to be
year.
And
next
next
year?
yes,
And then the plan is to be
we don't know.
back downtown.
We don't know.
We
We don't know
We're
yet.
being honest about that.
There's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of logistics in
There's a
that.
lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
logistics
Like
in that.
power. I mean, that's one of your big
Yeah.
things.
Well, it
too,
will
isn't
depend too. I mean, we've seen some of the sketches and the plans for what's coming.
Of the final.
The biggest hurdle we have to get over
Yeah.
is the food
space.
trucks
Yeah.
and the merchant tents.
And the fact that they're replacing a bunch of the concrete with the green space.
Right.
So,
You can't park food
you
truck
can't park
in
food
green
trucks
space.
and tents and everything on food trucks right before the grass dies for 4 months. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, you
I mean,
could, but.
but it's gonna make
So
it look
we don't know.
really
The
bad.
decision has not been made
So,
yet.
Okay.
We
so
don't-
yeah,
we
there's
don't
been no
know.
decisions made.
Well, that's
at
been
all.
another rumor that was flying
Yes,
around.
so we're
too.
just all
clearing
Yeah.
things up. for
Well, yeah,
everybody.
and we know that. And
We know the rumors, but there's nothing we can do.
No,
to
absolutely
confirm
not.
there was a
tonight
rumor
or
that there
today.
wasn't
Yeah.
even going to be a parade this year
Yeah.
because we were at the fairgrounds, and we're like, okay, this doesn't
Since
have
when?
anything at all
Since
to do
when?
with
Yeah.
the parade.
Yeah.
It made and the reason that they've asked us, and I get this, the deal with Washington with it turning on Jefferson is they weren't sure the timing of what was going to go on that block of Washington Street there in front of the courthouse.
Yeah.
Well, if it was down to one lane, there is no way
That they
We
could
would
could
have
get
been
through
able to
there
put
and
it.
turn.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
no way you could get your parade
So,
participants
it's
down
just
to like that. It would
Much
be
easier
dangerous.
to cut a
Right.
block off for this year.
Yeah.
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 So,
And I don't think anybody's
Safety,
feelings are going to be hurt.
security,
They probably won't even
no,
notice.
no.
We don't want anybody getting hurt, so
Right.
it's better just to turn it on Jefferson.
Right.
Turn it on
I
Jefferson.
will. I'll
Yeah.
have to like walk down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year I just stood at my door.
It is
Like
easy.
walk a block.
I'll just walk them
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we're really super excited about
We are,
this year.
yeah, we
excited.
are
Thank you.
excited.
You
We're very
guys-
excited with the changes and with and things. We wanted everybody to know that it wasn't you
Yeah.
that decided
Oh no.
Yeah.
that we're going to the fairgrounds and we may never come back. You've been
No.
forced to go that direction.
Well, and I will say the county gave us a big heads
Yeah,
up.
they
Yeah.
yeah,
said,
they did.
look,
yeah.
this is coming.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
coming.
Like
So we
last
knew.
year during
Yeah.
the festival, they gave us a head up and they said, listen, at least for the next 2 years,
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
this
have to go
property's
somewhere
not going to
else.
be
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
So,
And I will say the fair board,
Yeah.
kudos to
oh,
them.
yeah.
They've been so good to work with.
Very accommodating.
Very
They
supportive.
have gone out of their way to,
Yeah.
to help us,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'll just throw this out there. We know we'll be out there next year. There could be, this year we didn't have enough time to plan,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
there,
here he goes. Here he goes. He's going to get
You're,
in trouble.
Oh,
you're
we'll
gonna
get-
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
start
get-
something.
Listen,
get
you're
rumors
gonna
You're
going.
gonna start
I'm not gonna
something.
say, I'm not
We
gonna
know where he's going with
Lena,
that.
I know where you're going.
I'm
You
not
better
gonna
not.
say-
Well, now we
You
need
better
to
not.
know.
I'm not gonna say what
Ron
they are,
Bowling.
but there could be some
There could be
events at the
New events next
new
year.
events next year in the grandstand area.
Oh,
Nice.
Just leave it at
A
that.
little
That's all I
teaser
can
now.
say.
Yeah, leave it. Leave
There's
it.
a lot
You know
of
what?
logistics.
They have to wonder. Leave everybody to wonder, so that when
Yeah.
you come this
Yeah.
year, see what it's like, and then you'll know that
You'll
changes
know
are
that
coming.
changes
Oh,
are
bigger and better.
No,
It's
he's
gonna
going
get bigger and better.
It's all going to be blowing up now on social media.
I'm just going to turn it over
go,
to the
let's go,
person
let's go,
who's going to be
let's go.
taking over that part of it.
You are
Correct.
so
Board
mean.
member.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
so mean.
Well, you guys don't have to worry about it.
Are
till
you coming back
Tuesday.
as president next year? That's what I want to know, because now you are you just making a mess you don't have to clean up?
Oh!
No, not at all.
Shots fired. Pew
Not
pew.
at all.
Well,
Look at that
speaking,
grandstand.
yeah,
Brett,
he's
he
like,
knows what he's doing.
well, speaking of board members and that, so how do we get the word out there
Yes.
that how can people join, get on board with you, volunteer? How does that work?
Donations, yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Well, honestly, the best way to do it is to call the office. And you can come to any of our meetings.
Mhm.
We're very, very open to that. If there's something we have to vote on or something, then we'll ask you
We'll
to
just
leave.
pull
But
up, yes. Well, we'll just pull up.
We'll
I mean,
just-
there are some things
we'll
we
tell you
cannot have a
we
non-board member on.
can't discuss this in front of everyone. But
Right.
you're welcome to come for the
Right.
other parts.
Right.
Get a hold of one of us
Yeah.
that's already on the board.
Yeah, that's
If you're not
the best
sure
way.
who that is, call the office and they
Yeah.
can tell you.
Yeah.
And what we really encourage is what she's saying. In February, we start back.
Mm-hmm.
By March, we like to have people come to that meeting that
Mhm.
really
Right.
have a desire to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can visit a couple, and then if they're definitely interested, then there's a vote. But unless you're a mass murderer who's really terrible, or
You're
because
pretty well,
I
Yeah.
mean,
We're
There's been a few, conflicts of interest or something like that
right?
we
If
can't
there's a
have.
case
but
like that, we have.
but
yeah.
I mean,
Right.
normally we are
Right.
very open, we're very welcoming, and we're a whole lot of fun. So
We are.
I
And
mean,
the other thing is, do you have a heart for the community? Do
Yes.
you have a heart to serve?
Yeah.
And do you have a little
Do
bit
you
of
mind
thick
hard
skin,
work?
a little bit of thick skin?
Yeah.
and maybe a truck and trailer would be nice too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just,
Sorry.
We're a
I
working
mean,
board. We
yeah.
say that, and we're
Couldn't
very
hurt.
honest.
Yeah.
The people here-
an impact,
Yeah.
a hammer.
People hear, sometimes people hear board of directors and they're thinking this corporate board that just gets paid and they just
Yeah,
sit and
no, we
get,
don't.
No, we're a
no.
poor working board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do it, but we get very close to each other.
Yeah.
I know, not to get personal, but I got blindsided with a cancer diagnosis a couple of years ago,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it was like having just a bunch of family
Yeah.
around us, right? And so, we pick on him about stuff like that. But yet at the end of the day, it really, when you belong part of
There's
a
your
group
support
like this,
system.
because
Yeah.
we are
Yeah.
serving together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not about self for anybody. It
Mhm.
really, truly
Yeah.
is. How can we better serve this community to make
Well,
us put a smile on
I guess
faces?
I need to read, because I do get paid. Okay? And I'll tell you, when and I don't want to get emotional, but when we started doing that a few years ago, the board, we follow up at the end of the parade along the route. We open up the streets and
Yeah.
stuff.
Move the
And
barricades.
to see the smiles and
Yeah.
on the people's faces
And
Yeah.
thank yous.
and the
Yeah.
thank yous, that
Makes it all worth it.
it makes it all
Yeah.
worth it. And
Mhm. Absolutely.
you're ready to
It's
get
payment.
fired up and get going for the next year.
Yeah.
So that's
So
our
that's your payment.
That's our payment.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's like anything you volunteer for. Anything
Yeah,
that,
that's right.
as long as
There's a
somebody's feeling good,
gratification.
that makes you feel
Oh,
good.
there was
and
a- there was
everybody
a-
It can
There
be
was a-
horrible
yeah.
leading up to it. It can
Yeah.
be headache. It can be stressful and
Yeah.
all of this. But at the end of the day,
Seems to just go.
it's like having a baby. You know, once the baby's there, you're like, oh, I can do this again.
That's so sweet.
You have that much time to forget the pain
Yeah.
and have
No,
another
you
one.
forget about the pain, the anguish,
And it's
the
so
annoying.
sweet. One day last year during the festival, and I don't even remember what evening it was, but this little one was running ahead of their daddy, and he was screaming, "This is the best ever!"
Yeah.
Well, there, you know.
You're like, that's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
all I got.
Okay.
That gets you. You're like,
it
okay, this
means,
is why I
it means
do
a
it.
lot
Yeah.
to the whole board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
I can only
appreciate
imagine,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we understand there'll be some
Gratitude.
complaints. We
Yeah.
understand that. There always is because you can't please everybody. But
Yeah.
as long as we, as a whole,
Yeah.
put on a good
And have each other's
festival
We're
back.
for
happy
the
with what we've
community.
been on.
And I think Kevin Coriel says it best because Kevin served on the board till he got all too big and mighty. We love Kevin.
Just kidding,
Yes.
Kevin.
We love
Love
Kevin.
Kevin, you got too big for your panties.
No, we love Kevin. Kevin says the best. He says, you know what? You want to complain about something? Go join them.
Go join the
Join
board
and do
see-
it.
And do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Which
And
is what
what's right.
which is
Think
what
there's a
he
problem,
did.
fix
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump in and try to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always looking for new
We're
ideas.
always looking for new ideas. We're
Yeah,
always
I was a
looking
coach
new
for
people.
many years, so I totally
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I
easy
get
to
it.
be the Monday morning quarterback. Isn't
Yeah.
Yes, it is. The armchair quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
that
Really.
every Sunday. I just want you to know.
She does. Actually, she does. She'll be texting me going, "Why aren't they playing?" Actually, we both do it, so I can't. It's not just her.
That's
It's
funny.
okay. You're good. You're
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, hey, this has been wonderful.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
so
thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks for dealing with
glad
us
you
with
reached
our
out.
short
Yeah.
notice.
It really
but-
gave us an opportunity, I think,
Yeah.
to really, usually we're just targeting one topic when we talk
Yeah,
about the
exactly.
festival.
So
Yeah.
when we're
So
able
this
to
was
talk about
nice to
everything,
just
it's
be
really
able to-
fun.
That's what
Yeah.
we wanted, is
Totality.
for you to get it all out there,
Yeah.
so that way everybody
Yeah.
knows, and everybody knows behind the scenes too, because
Yeah.
again, nobody knows what's put into it.
And
It's
just going-
it's really hard.
Right,
Yeah.
and looking forward to next year, right? For people, there are pre-festival events.
Yeah,
There is
that
the
you go
pageant.
to.
Mhm.
There is the
Pageants
first
and-
bingo, which the
Two.
next first bingo will be in March or
Yeah.
April.
Right.
Two
We-
Well,
two
I don't
first
know, she
bingos.
hasn't-
Yeah.
she hasn't-
Yeah.
But and the car show, we'll see. But I would think that
I would
probably
think
it's
it's
going to
probably
stay
gonna be-
before.
Yeah.
Because like Bree said, half of the board has to help with that thing.
Yeah.
So when it's taking
It takes
place
a
at the
lot
same
of
time as the
manpower.
festival, it's very tough.
Yeah.
It takes a
You got a
lot.
lot
So-
crammed,
Yeah.
They're
Right.
expecting.
crammed packed in the
They're
few
expecting
days.
over 200 cars.
Patrick-
I mean, that's what they
yeah.
had last year. Was over
Yeah.
200.
There's
And
three
Nice.
gentlemen that chair it, Patrick, Andy, and Travis, and they're anticipating 225 cars.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Patrick's
That's nice.
actually he's actually bringing his camper down, and he's staying there tomorrow
Just to
night.
make sure.
We're gonna set up tomorrow. We're
Yeah,
gonna be
we're gonna
out
set
there.
up
We're gonna
tomorrow
set up for the car
for
show.
that.
Yeah.
Good.
And,
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so here we go.
So,
Well,
we're
that
too
work
late
makes
for
a lot
the
of
car
fun.
show
Well,
this
yeah,
year.
that's right. It's,
Yeah.
But next year, look
Yes.
for it.
Yeah,
So
next
we're
year,
in for next
look for
year.
Yes, so next year we'll definitely
I've
get
been,
with you.
I've been
and
working
working on the car show.
It's okay. You
For
know,
fun.
we appreciate just
Yeah.
being able to talk about it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
We
but
thank
keep in
you.
mind, Thursday night tickets $1.
$1.
$1.
And Saturday
$1
from
$1.
Yeah.
And
Five.
Saturday 1 to 5.
1 to
Yes.
5. So
Yes.
bring all the kiddos out.
Yeah.
Bring the family.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Hang
the
out.
festivals.
Yes.
Weather's going to be perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Be
Yes.
courteous. Be kind.
Yes. Bring your manners.
Don't
Responsible.
let your kids run in the street.
Don't let your kids
Bring
run
your
the
common
street.
sense.
Oh.
If you
All
have
those good
any.
things.
One thing I will say, and some of them already know it, but we always, when it comes to the candy that they throw out,
Yeah.
don't forget Columbus Street
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or even
or home,
Home.
because sometimes those
Sometimes you run
They
out.
run out.
they run out.
Need like a
Somebody-
1,000 pieces of candy
So,
minimum.
somebody, a friend of mine whose organization is going to be in the parade said, "How much candy?" I said,
A
"I
lot.
don't know."
A lot.
I saw
She
that,
came-
that somebody was messaging.
She,
They-
A lot.
she came back and said, 40 pounds. I said,
Uh-uh.
I don't know. I said, all I know is people tell me they always run out, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some good advice was given. I agree with it. To that, you don't have to throw handful of
Handfuls,
candy
yeah,
in one
yeah.
little group.
Because
Just
you're
2-3
not the
pieces
only
at a
one
time.
throwing
Yeah.
it. There's
Right.
a lot of
and
people.
and Washington Street's only half of the parade.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. We've had actually families on Columbus. Just it breaks your heart.
Yeah.
And so there's just as many kids lined up over there.
Right.
So we did a couple years ago. We started really stressing. Hey, we'll go
Don't
through.
forget.
As
Don't
we're all
wait,
lining up out there.
So can
Spread
anybody
the
donate
candy
candy?
out.
Oh,
Can they
yeah.
donate
Oh, yeah.
candy? Like if
Yes.
somebody wants to stop by the office and
Yes.
donate?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
like
we'll
if you
make
don't
sure-
have the time or
Right.
you don't have money to put in, but you can
Right.
get some candy. And
Yeah.
drop
Absolutely.
sealed candy,
Absolutely.
please. Sealed
Yes.
candy
Yes.
in the
Right.
bag in the
That'd be
We
original
will make
package.
sure that it gets to people that can pass
So
it
that's
out.
the way
Yeah.
that people can help without
And in
even
fact,
doing
Yeah,
the
anything else.
donated candy
Yeah.
actually could be designated for the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 We'll just throw that out there for this
Yeah.
year too,
Yeah.
but for next year,
Right.
Definitely.
We
start
should fill this
donating.
office
That's a
up.
good
Yeah.
idea.
Fill the office up with
That's a
donations
very
of
good
candy.
idea, Amy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually, what we could do too, as far as next year, is I'll put a box in the salon. You could put one at
The
the
door.
boutique.
Yeah.
There we
And
go.
we'll just collect them there and drop them off to
Yeah,
you.
I like
Awesome.
it. I like
That's a
it.
great
Sounds
idea.
perfect.
See?
Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah,
Something
something
new.
new. We got it.
Thank you.
Donate the
That's awesome.
candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
handy. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you
luck
so much
this year. I
for
hope
having
everything
us.
goes
Good
smooth.
luck.
We got
Well,
it.
we hope to see
We're
you.
good.
guys.
Yes, we'll
Yes.
see us.
We'll
We'll
be
be there.
there.
Yes, we
Yes,
will.
we will.
All right. That's bye for now. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.